We have chosen to support the Prince's Rainforest project for two reasons, really. The first one is that as a travel business, we have a responsibility in a broad sense regarding climate to inform consumers about what's happening with climate change around the world and what drives that, so that they can make informed decisions about their travel. The second reason is that from an impact on climate around the world, my view and our view is that deforestation has such an enormous impact, almost beyond comprehension in terms of scale, in terms of what it's driving in climate change right across the planet. So I think in terms of supporting the Prince's Rainforest project, it's just about the scale. Actually, deforestation has a greater impact than the whole of the global transportation industry combined in terms of emissions. So it was pretty clear from our point of view. It was a fantastic initiative for us to be involved in. I was reading a statistic just the other day that says every single day the equivalent of nearly 24,000 football pitches of forest disappears around the world. It's almost impossible to process that information and take it on. So my personal perspective is just kind of shock and horror just at the sheer scale of destruction that goes on there. The issue of climate change and deforestation is something that our employees care passionately about. So as a business leader, one has to acknowledge and respect that and show that from the perspective of, for example, the lastminute.com brand, the brand values reflect the concerns and identity of our employees and how they feel about things. And the second thing is exactly the same principle as it relates to our customers. When they connect with the lastminute.com brand, we want them to understand that there's a set of beliefs and principles around that brand and how they connect with it. We were one of the first travel companies anywhere to launch carbon offsetting when you purchased a travel product, when you purchased a flight, for example, on the website. We launched that scheme back in 2006, and since then more than 50,000 tons of carbon have been offset. We work with not-for-profit organisations to make sure that what comes from that is redistributed to sustainability and climate change projects around the world. As far as the company itself, as far as lastminute.com itself is concerned, we offset the carbon for all our business travel. We also make sure that the energy that all our buildings use is coming from green sources and suppliers. And we also have been doing a lot of project work with the Energy Saving Trust in order to make sure that we understand what's happening at the forefront of developments and thinking on what our employees can do and how we can make the operation of the company more sustainable, more climate change aware. Potentially, we run a big risk that future generations will look at this one and say we were the best informed of any generation, but the least active. So I believe that what we have to do is make sure we are talking about these issues and that we are demonstrating that there's a lot we can do, and that it's not something that is separate from this generation or that it is just happening around us. We have to be active and participate in addressing the issue at a more kind of basic or prosaic level. In a world where there is so much information available, I believe that online or internet or web companies like lastminute.com should be making sure that the right information, insofar as that can be proven, the factual information is being disseminated, is appearing and is being discussed, and that we use the size of our audience and we access our audience and strongly participate in discussion and action around the facts associated with what are very, very significant issues affecting, yes, this generation, but more poignantly future generations. And we don't want, and we should we should be in deep fear of our legacy being that we knew but didn't act. In the rainforests of Southeast Asia, there's a significant population of gibbons, and I've always been singularly fond of gibbons.